Hello, Terranova Lyceum, and hello, world. I'm your host, Alva, and today we're going to be drawing cards from the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Linn. It's a Terranova favorite right here, Denise Linn. So, always get good readings from her. But before we get started, we have a couple of announcements. First, this is for May 9th, 10th, and 11th. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9th, 10th, and 11th. It's hard to believe that we're already into May. Also, if you have not signed up for Kim's speculative fiction class, go do it right now. Go. Don't walk. Run and sign up for Kim's speculative fiction class, okay? Our first Zoom meeting will be the 15th, so this coming Sunday. Alright, so go sign up for that. It's going to be a good time. Kim is a fantastic teacher, amazing author. And again, we're just going to have a fantastic time, so come join us. All right, before we get started with our cards, let's take a nice deep cleansing breath in. Let it go and let it flow. And I'm going to show you the backs of these cards again. Okay, with that beautiful purple mandala. Of course, we have this fun artwork, right? Let me hold that up there so you all can see it. Just some of that art. A lot of these decks, you know, they give great messages, so I mean, it's a wonderful tool, but at the same time, you get this really nice, the gift of the art, right? The art that's on the cards, the aesthetic pleasure that the art brings into your life, and that's not to be underestimated. So, let's see what the universe has to say to us today. Okay, so this feels, I don't necessarily want to say weather forecast, like it's all high, like, I guess it is more like a weather forecast. I mean, I feel like all this is kind of happening simultaneously. So, you know, if you live someplace that gets a lot of rain, you know it can rain while the sun's shining, and the sun can shine while it's raining. So, we've got, did anything I just say right there make any sense to you all? I don't know. It's like sometimes stuff just comes around out. Ooh, we are in a Mercury retrograde. I almost forgot. That was the other announcement. So if things I'm saying sound weird, it's Mercury retrograde. Blame it on Mercury retrograde. You reply all. It was Mercury retrograde. Mercury RX. Okay, so let's see if I can make sense of this for you all, even in the middle of this. Let me see. Let me look here real quick. Yes. So, technically, Mercury retrograde starts the 10th, so tomorrow, but we've been in its shadow for like a week now. And it goes through until June, what? I don't see it on my calendar. I would have to check. It's usually 4 weeks, folks. So just know from like tomorrow, next 4 weeks, Mercury retrograde. Okie dokie. So, our first card, getting back to the cards, right? Unknown territory. And we got this lady. I think that's a lady. Might be a dude. I don't know. Whatever. We have a person in the woods. Alright, and there's like whatever. Says you are exactly where you need to be. So, obviously, they need to be in this snow-covered wood. Right? Okay, so what this, it can be scary not knowing exactly where you're at. It can be scary not feeling like you're completely in control, right? But the universe is saying it's like you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You might not be able to see ahead. You might only be able to take the next couple steps forward. You might have no sense of where anything's going at all, and all that's okay. You're exactly where you need to be. And a lot of this has to do with following your heart and not your head. Actually, all these cards are about following your heart and not your head. Okay, your brain's going to want to make things logical, reasonable, rational, and that's just not where we're at. That's not the space we're in. We're in faith territory, really. In your heart, or your higher self, if you prefer, or your soul, if you like that better, or spirit, knows where you're at, knows what's ahead, knows what you need to be doing. So whatever you're doing right now, if it feels right here, even if your brain's like, no, nothing's going to be logical right now anyway. Mercury retrograde. So if this is saying no, 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 but this is saying yes, listen to this, okay? This will lead you forward in the right direction, all right? And happening simultaneously, again, transformation. We have this phoenix here. A fresh new way of living emerges. So that's where we're kind of headed, right? People underestimate the chaos of what a phoenix actually represents. Okay, we always like new life, rebirth, transformation. It burns itself up first. Okay? It burns up. It's ash. It's nothing. It's done. And then something crawls out of the ashes. So, unknown territory, we don't know. Chaos before transformation, or things are messy, or things aren't what we want them to be, or maybe they're painful. Sometimes transformation is painful. You can handle it. I know that sounds like I'm being flip about it. I'm not. We greatly underestimate our capacity for survival. And not just survival, learning from our experiences and thriving and growing. And sometimes growth can be painful, right? Butterflies are frequently used. Little worms wrap themselves up in a chrysalis and they turn into goo. They're formless, nothing. And then they emerge and it's a butterfly. Okay? Phoenix, butterfly, whichever one you like. If you like something else. I feel like this is saying we're kind of in the goo ash phase. Okay, so unknown, don't know how it's going to turn out, maybe a little freaked out about it, but you're transforming, and it's going to be okay, and you're going to rise again. And a new way of living, okay? And this can be exciting, right? New way of living is emerging. And ultimately, all of this is a voyage of the heart. It says love flows through you and to you. And again, I feel like this is a little bit of have faith, follow your heart. It's going to be okay. If your heart says yes to it, do it. Okay, if your brain's like, me, you know how it does. Little monkey mind, me. Listen to this, okay? And again, it's probably just a good idea to listen to your heart listen to your heart generally speaking. But listening to your heart right now when everything that's logical and reasonable and rational communication is kind of offline. Okay, Mercury retrograde is a time to go inward. It's a time to be reflective. It's a time to meditation, prayer, walks in nature, retrospective, pensive wanderings through the woods. Okay, voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Okay. And I don't know if you need to hear it or not, but I'm going to say it. Every one of you is lovable. You deserve love. You are love. Love is, you're a conduit for it. It can flow through you. It can flow into you. Okay, this is part of our beingness. If you're struggling with any sort of feelings of unworthiness or value or any of these other things, just that's the mind. That's our profoundly sick society, right? Some really nasty things going on right now. Let that stuff go. Let those thoughts go. You are worthy. You are deserving. You are love. It is it's part of your beingness. Okay? Embrace that. Because ultimately that's what we're on right now, right? It's a voyage of the heart. And it may be unknown territory. A lot of us, myself included, are a lot more comfortable in our minds. Okay? Transformation can be uncomfortable. Okay? It can be wonderful too, right? Once we get through it. And frequently, we don't even realize we've been through it. A lot of times it's like chaos, mess, and then everything's fine. and it's almost like you can't remember that it was chaos and mess and goo and ashes and all the stuff. Okay? Once you get through it, you're fine. Okay? And a lot of this is, we're going through this because, well, I think we signed up for it, but also our mission of love here on planet Earth, here on the Earth School, okay? Or in the Earth School. Alright? So, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please put them in the comments below. If you have any questions for Kim about her class, I'm sure she'll be more than happy to answer them. Go sign up. It's going to be it's not a 6-week, this one's a 4-week class, but again, going to have a lot of fun. Watch out for Mercury retrograde. I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you all again soon. Bye for now.